Alright, let's start this off with something fun. Let's start by trying not to peak the mic so goddamn much, but apparently I'm going to because I am talking way too fucking loud. There we go. Let's start off with China. What did China do in the last month? They fucked us. They completely fucked us. They have 100% and utterly fucked us. If the coronavirus is as dangerous as people think it is, which it appears to be. Well, ain't that a pickle? So if you have rice, buy some rice now, buy some beans, buy some oats, buy a lot of long-term goods, dry goods, mind you. No, that does not mean buy a fuck ton of eggs and milk like they always do. Don't buy a fuck ton of bread. If you have to make bread, make bread. Best thing to do is make a lot of small bread biscuits, well, biscuits and small cakes and whatnot, and dry them out so you have them for a long period of time. Save ingredients. Save ingredients to keep them around longer, and you already have a bunch of pre-made food ready to go. But enough about the coronavirus that's going to inevitably kill us all, because China cannot be trusted with their own bioweapons they stole from Canada. Woot woot. But let's talk about other stuff. What am I going to talk about? I don't know yet. Mainly I'm doing this to keep myself sane because of my loneliness of not having anyone to talk to most of the time. Oh well. But let's keep going. I recently bought two new things to paint with. One is a container of metallic paint collections satin finished by Modern Masters. It is the burnt orange, which looks pretty cool. It's semi-opaque, so it will be a little bit transparent, not too much, so it might show through, might show the undercoat of a few things, which would be kind of neat. This little statue model I'm staring at. It's the Primaris captain from the, what is it called? The Dark Imperium box that came out a few years ago. He's been sitting unpainted for a long time. I finally primed, well, I stripped him down off the gray primer I originally primed him with. Reprimed him with the, what was it called? That new primer that Games Workshop came out with a few months ago, the Wraithbone. Yeah, the Wraithbone contrast primer. And then I went over two things. I went over it with the, one moment, fucking light. Nope, not Apothecary. The, ooh, Ethereal Blue. No, Athematic Blue. Anyway, the weird blue that ends up making turquoise when you mix it with the silver, which looks kind of cool. Because I did a contrast paint plus a, no, just contrast paint on this guy. And then went over him with a brown wash to give him a bronze look. Which looks kind of cool. Not sure what I'm going to do with it afterwards. Well, not sure if I'm going to even play the game anytime soon because I don't really sit there and play I have not really looked at the rules. I looked at the rules long enough to actually make three kill teams. Two of them are mine. A third one got boxed up and sent off to someone else. That was a Dark Angel basic Marine box, a basic Marine kill team. I have a Death. What's it called? Not Death Watch. The Death Guard. I have a Death Guard kill team containing 4 Death Guard Marines and a variety of Poxwalkers, varying in number due to what I choose for the individual roles for the Death Guard. Then I have a fully functioning kill team of Necrons that have standard rules, commander rules, and elite rules, with up to 6 models. What the? Okay, so yeah, that was my headset disconnecting for some fucking reason. It's wireless, but I'm right next to the computer, so it should not have lost power like it did. Oh well. but it's the Necron that rises scarab from the um, Forgebane box. I'm painting him up to look like Master Roshi, at least the best I can. So the scarab on his back is purple, a metallic purple, wearing an orange suit with black highlight, with black detail here and there. Uh, Made him skin kind of a metallic blue. Gave him a kind of a metallic, bluish, whitish, metallic coloring for the face, and made his scarab brown with little darker brown areas to kind of match the turtle a little bit. His turtle. I, I thought it was good. Nobody else really likes it. The one Discord I posted it in. But that's to be expected. I finally got the two baby knights painted from Forgebane. The one is done up in done up in yellow with a orange wash over the top of it with a few blue highlights in there, a bit of metallic coloring, basically all gunmetal color, or what I can't remember the Vulture silver or whatever the gunmetal version from Games Workshop is. And then the other one is a mixture of an experiment. It was me using a gray primer with Green Stuff World's chameleon paint on top of it, with a Nern oil gloss on top of it to simulate the glossiness of the black primer. That you're supposed to use a glossy black primer when using the chameleon color shifting paints because of the way it helps make the color better if you use a glossy primer. Makes the shifting of the color shift better, so you don't get any weird spots or anything else. I didn't do that. I like to experiment with paints. That's why I don't have a standing army of anything matching colors besides maybe like 7. Let's see, you got those guys. Maybe maybe 12, 13, 14, maybe 17 models at the most. 18. Yeah, about 18 models at most. Out of all the models I painted actually have matching between different groups. All the other tactical marine squads I have, each one has a different color scheme to them. I have pretty much the Cheeto Marines, which are the idea behind them was making them look terracotta. That didn't that kind of worked a little bit with using a bunch of oranges and then using the temple green to make it, which looks more like a blue to me, to add highlights and, well, not highlights, but detail in that weird blue color to make everything else of the model pop out. And I thought it was neat. Also made a bunch of Marines that look like they're just been running through corrosive acid. They look kind of cool. Made them cover them with the tactical paint from Games Workshop that is made to make everything look like corroded, like a corroded penny, that kind of stuff. That weird blue, whitish color. Put that on them. They look kind of cool. In my opinion, they look cool. Didn't really do much else with them. Also I did do uh, the kind of swampy base, which if you watch anything from Games Workshop's YouTube channel, you know the little swampy base using Nurgle's rot. I think I haven't looked at the paint in a while. So that's some stuff. I do like painting. It's calming sometimes. Sometimes it's calming. Other times it's frustrating because me trying to get a color to do something I want to do and the paint's just not being very cooperative. Like using yellows and greens of what is it? Army Painter? Yeah, Army Painter. Using their toxic green or their toxic green. That stuff just the pigment to me it seems like it's always runny. I don't know why. It always seems like it's runny. Even if I don't add water to it, the pigment just does not seem right. It could be a bad bottle. I don't know. I only have one of that color, so it could be various things. That was a bottle opener through.